be thinking about ways to spruce up your home, aren't we all the time?
All the time,
There are
right?
plenty of things that you can do yourself.
And there are certain things that you can do that will add value to your house as well. Joining us via Skype with some ideas from DeRoche Realty Group and eXp Realty. There they are. Our buddies Julie and Daniel DeRoche are back on the show. Hello to the two of you, lovebirds.
Hello.
They're also, I like that we have them, we force them to snuggle up whenever they join us via Skype, which is really
They would do that
sweet.
anyway. Okay, Julie, let's start with this idea of adding wood paneling. Now, if you're me, you go up to a third floor and you see a whole third floor of wood paneling that's already done, that was done in the, late 70s. And it doesn't seem to look like the wood paneling of today. What do you like about this?
Yeah, I'm not talking about our old 70s oak wood paneling. We don't want to do that. But I think it's a great way to add interest to a room and to kind of make your house stand out over the other houses on the block. So you could do a wall of shiplap, which is really great. Shiplap is in. Steve, I know you did the shiplap wall at your house.
Yeah, and Julie, what I've come to find out is we're about to do some more shiplap in our new house, but what I've learned about it is you can do it more shabby chic, more like Joanna Gaines, but then I even think of some other houses, even the last house that you guys lived in, where it can look wider plank and really clean lines. So there are almost different ways to do shiplap. So yes, we're a big fan of that as a feature point. That next picture, I've been trying to figure out how you can do that. It's like
with the dark color. And
with like little wood slats that
how
form
do
a
you do
design
that,
on
Julie?
it.
That's so cool.
It's just like a thin pieces of wood that you put up. And
And
literally,
then you paint over it.
YouTube, there are so many videos on how to do this. And it's way simpler than one would think.
I think that's in a dining room right there. I was talking to my wife. I
cool.
said, what if we did this and then did it for like a wall in the bedroom, like behind where your bed is? Wouldn't that be a nice feature wall in your bedroom? And it seems relatively easy to do.
And then you don't even have to do a whole wall. You just make it like, oh, there it is. Okay, so that's like a wainscoting situation,
right.
kind of.
Yeah, that's wainscoting. That's like a board and batten look. You can do that easily in a weekend. And if you don't want to go out and do the whole wall, just do part of it.
All
just
right.
something to add some interest.
Now, we talked about like the sexy stuff right out of the way, but Daniel, now you get to talk about how much fun we'll have cleaning up our mechanical and storage rooms.
Yeah, people don't understand how important that is. I love it. We typically, building shelves like that. Instead of buying the store-bought ones that if you pull on them, they can fall down on your kids and they're all discombobulated. You build them in like that. It gets everything up off the floor. You can go buy all the bins the size you want and build the shelves accordingly. This house here, it was just a disaster. We just came in and painted the floor and really cleaned everything up.
Wow.
And it's so simple. Painting the floor, vinyl floors, brighter light bulbs, like get those big 300-watt halogen light bulbs and just get it really organized. Even wash off the top of your furnace and your water heater. It's such simple, easy daytime stuff you can do. Like the vinyl flooring, you can buy it in sheets or in little planks or squares, and so easy and adds a ton of value.
That's really cool. And I think you remember that when you're selling someone your house, you're selling them the idea of what it's like to live there. And so they know they're not going to get your stuff. But if they go, oh, they're able to be organized here,
For sure.
I can too. And I would like to buy into that idea.
That's a real thing. If people come into your home and see it's overwhelmed and you got too much stuff and you're busting at the seams, they think the same thing for themselves, for sure.
Yep.
All right, Julie, here's another easy way that we can freshen up the space and then actually add value and maybe sell a house quicker is paint or wallpaper.
Yes. So neutral, I mean, we always talk about this kind of neutralizing your paint, and paint is such an easy thing that a homeowner can do over the weekend or even on an evening or during the day. But that was a before where we went into that house and it was that blue paint and we just changed the paint color. That's the only thing we did in the room and staged it. And it looks completely different.
Yeah.
You have a favorite paint, by the way, because I know people look at paint and then they say, what is that? What is that? This is Edgecombe Gray by Benjamin Moore, and that's kind of your go-to?
It is. It goes with like all woodwork colors. It goes with white. It goes with oak. It goes with dark wood. It just is a really great, easy color.
A good white is so important, like good whites, good grays, good taupe. I love this idea of the wallpaper
really nice.
to small rooms, Julie, and that's even doable. Do you like the wallpaper that you can remove too, that's not the permanent wallpaper?
Yeah, I don't think it matters because I think it looks so good once it's up that you're not going to be removing it and taking it down. So And it adds a interest to the room, and it looks like it was an expensive ad where you just have to go buy the wallpaper and put it up. But I think it looks so much more expensive than it actually is.
I'm going to do this in, my daughter has a little tiny powder bathroom.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
and it's got tile almost all the way up to the top, and we're just not ready to renovate it or do any, or take the tile down. But I thought if I can just switch out the light fixture and add wallpaper in there, I think it's going to feel
totally
like a whole
different
new
space.
space for me.
I think you're right. Okay, now let's talk about also the fact that you can replace some hardware too. That's another thing. We've talked about that before. You can replace hardware so easily.
Yes, and I mean, especially if you're painting the cabinets, you can paint those cabinets, get that those holes filled. So make sure before you paint the cabinets, you fill the holes if you want to put in a different configuration of hardware.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
You can add new hardware, and it really just makes the kitchen or a bathroom look way more updated.
So easy and inexpensive.
And that's a kitchen refresh instead of doing a whole kitchen remodel.
Yeah, that's
If
paint
you can
hardware.
swing that, that's the way to do it. Okay, Daniel, let's also talk about landscaping. A few things that you want to do outside, particularly, you know, for your own benefit, but then as you want to look ahead at selling. Wow, this is
There
a
we
big
go.
before and after.
And it's actually easy. I'm willing to bet almost anybody could do that in a weekend.
Whoa,
You have to watch
Steve?
videos on paper videos, but basically you just clean it up, trim everything up, put some edging around. You know, even just things like paint your door, put up new. You can buy little bushes for like $30.
Yeah.
It's amazing how. I bet you to do that whole project yourself wouldn't cost more than $2 or $3 grand in material. And it probably adds $15,000 in value.
Ooh,
Oh my
now that is like proof, all the proof that you need. Why you need to have a good realtor who, before you get into this stuff, have a conversation. I'm thinking about selling maybe in 6 months to a year. What should I do right now? And it's spend a little money to make a lot of money, and it's really great. Resealing the driveway is always, that's so easy to do. It's relatively inexpensive, and then the curb appeal automatically goes up. Julie, Daniel, it's so nice to have you both on the show again. Good to see you. Looking forward to seeing you in person, hopefully sooner than later. Julie and Daniel are ready to help you buy or sell or even build your own home.
You can go to TwinCitiesLive.com and click on Fun for their contact information. And thanks to DeRoche Realty Group and eXp Realty for sponsoring Twin Cities Live. Virtually